Been on timing. Know I keep the peace, it get violent. You know I keep a bad one beside me. On that red rum, I'm in red form. I'm in red form. Been on know I keep the peace, it get violent. Know I keep a bad one beside I'm in refinement. I'm on my solo shit, I'm working, keep my head down. Now I ain't worried about no hoe, let's keep them sales going. And I got motion, it ain't no stopping, so I've been ready for you. She got them heels high, and the bottoms got the red tone. Told her to an ocean, got her out of body singing in a whale song. I'm on my chill shit, finna build shit, but I'm vibing. I peep game, but I'm quiet. I'm a real nigga, I'm solid. Free my mind until it's backwards, keep it at head strong. Look at me shining, she on my body, tryna hedge funds. I'm on my square, my ain't precise, I bleed your headphones. Yeah. Been on time. Know I keep the peace, it get violent. You know I keep a bad one beside me. On that red rum, I'm in red form. I'm in red form. Been on time. Know I keep the peace, it get violent. You know I keep a bad one beside me. I'm on red rum. I'm in red form. I'm finna run up the score. You know I've been on the road. 10 toes on the landscape, no more scraping at the ball. Young nigga keep his hands clean, got it out the gutter for the falls. Ain't you proud of me, baby? All out to me, baby. Free my mind until it's backwards, keep it at head strong. Look at me shining, she on my body tryna. I'm on my square, my ain't precise, I bleed your headphones. Been on time, know I keep the peace, it get violent. You know I keep a bad one beside me. On that red rum, I'm in red form. I'm in red form. Been on time. Know I keep the peace and get violent. Know I keep a bad one beside. I'm on red rum. I'm in red form. I'm in red form. I'm on red rum. I'm in red form. I'm in red form.
Yo, how are you guys? Can you all hear me all right? No, my internet is coming and going. I don't know what's happening. Fuck. Yo, what's good, guys? This is Syndrome here. Thank you for stopping by the stream. I don't know. Internet is coming and going now, and my light, like it doesn't wanna connect to my cell phone. Let me get rid of this music for a little bit. There. But yeah, guys, how are you doing? Everything's fine, and we don't have that much submissions for the design dojo. I feel like last exercise was a bit out there. Oh, are you seeing well the stream? I have a very low uptick. Miguel, hola bro, muy buen canal, es de gran ayuda. Thank you, man. Really happy to be of help to the community, you know what I mean? But yeah, sorry guys, I'm eating something here because... One second. I could see the camera was a bit tilted and it was really bugging me. But yeah, how are you guys been? How is the week? Today I asked in the design dojo, because I'm not seeing so much submissions for the past exercises. Maybe it's because these ones are a bit more on the abstract side. Maybe they are a bit harder, you know what I mean? And many of you are I realize that many of you are doing exams now, and a lot of you are doing it like backtracking it. You know what I mean? So you're not week by week. You're just doing them. You are just doing them at your own pace, which I think it's cool. But the sense of urgency really, I think it's really nice to keep that pace. You know what I mean? But yeah. I have a neck cramp because I've been working literally all day. I stopped to stretch a while ago and read for a little bit, but I have something here is killing me. I need to go to the massage. You know what I mean? But yeah, we out here vibing. I don't know. Let me know, guys. What you gonna do? What you want to do? You want me to make the piece right now? There aren't like literally. There is just one to react on the Discord channel, and isn't even that like good to react. It's just a nice poster, but it doesn't bring anything new regarding like the thing with making the piece. So yeah, for those that are new, this is a Design Dojo feedback session. The Design Dojo is a space which I have on my Discord channel in which I give weekly design assignments, and then we give cross feedback between each other, and also here on the streams where I actually also do my piece live. So you can take a look at the process real time and I think it's really cool to demystify like how working designers that already have a career work, right? Sometimes when you're just starting out, it all seems a bit obscure, you know what I mean? Like there is this key piece of advice that once you figure it out, it all clicks, you know what I mean? There is one point in which you realize that nobody knows what he's doing, you know what I mean? Literally everyone is winging it as they go, you know what I mean? There are really few that really know what they're doing, but the vast majority, we're just winging it, you know what I mean? It's not like everything is thought out and we're just executing, like it's all a mess, you know what I mean? But yeah, it is what it is, my guys. If you have something that you would like to talk about, or just fuck around or whatever, you want to show me something, we can react to stuff or do whatever really before I jump into the piece, because like I said, we don't have like that much to react to. So it could be cool if you want to show me something, if you would like me to give my take or whatever. But yeah, these streams have been really nice to because at the beginning when I was going to do a stream or whatever, it was like, oh, setting the camera, setting everything together. And once you start into the exercise, it becomes like really easy to just jump in a stream, just jump into filming, you know what I mean? That's also one of the reasons why I wanted to do the weekly streams, to just practice this, you know what I mean? So, and also like, that's also the point of the exercises, like, but for you, you know what I mean? To be able to just grab a brief and do something with a bit more purpose, you know what I mean? Because I know that for sure when I started out, I was just like making pieces, you know, and making pieces and making posters and making stuff without really a direction, right? And that way it's really easy to fall into your own like little pattern that sometimes can be good, because if you push hard enough, you start to develop like your own rhythm and your own like style. But I guess at the same time, style, it's something that is nice when you get it like later on, right? And it becomes apparent as you work and you develop like your bigger body of work. But at the beginning, it's nice that you could like experiment with different stuff, right? See a broader spectrum of what the creative landscape is like, and then you naturally will start to fall to whatever is best for you. So that's also like one of the key aspects that I thought about for the dojo is like to actually have a brief for something that's kind of different to what we usually do, you know? And even for me, because I found that for myself also, I was falling too much in like the doing, not like doing the same, but resolving everything the same. Like if you go back into my Instagram and you look at my old posters, you'll see there are resolved a lot in the same ways. And now there is a lot more variety because I'm pushing myself like to do that, you know what I mean? So the Design Dojo, I wanted to be like a catalyst for that, to have something to fall back on, to grab a brief, and when you're just starting out, it's not that common to work with a detailed and somewhat abstract brief that makes you like turn the cogs in your head and try to think, what does this guy even mean, you know? So yeah. Let me know if you have any questions, guys. Did I start the stream? Yes, we are live. Because if you don't, I'm gonna just start making my piece. There is a few things I want to try. Actually, Shaq from Studio AAA, I got his Dieter Boy plugin. I wanted to try that for this piece. Maybe you could do something cool with it. Also, I had the new cutout that I'm working on, and I'm gonna do a full tutorial on that, but it's pretty complex. I guess I'm just gonna show you like the concept, the idea of how the effect works, but it's not really practical to try to do it every time, you know what I mean? Like you need an action pack to actually use it and pull it off. But okay, let me set up my files here. Yeah, also this is like kind of cut out action looks so sick. Yeah, it turned out really amazing. For those that don't know, it's like this. Oh, sorry, I'm gonna... It's this here. Oh, sorry, where is my... This is a result from the action itself. It's crazy, right? Looks really good. I had an old version, but then by mistake I found a better way to do it, and yeah, this looks great. This is a piece I'm gonna upload tomorrow. It's also done with the same pack and also changing some things, but yeah, this is I really like this piece. Look at all the detail. I think it looks really nice. Yeah, bro says, love the little details you got on the edge of the cut. Haven't seen something like that. Yeah, it looks really nice. It looks really nice. And there was something that I was struggling with the action, because you know when you cut with your scissors, there are times in which you get more of the edge in one part and then on the other you get more like a flat line, and that was really hard to achieve. Like I don't know really how to do it, and then I found a way. And it was really and I'll show you the way, but it's really nice because it's really like when you try to achieve stuff like that, you really start using the tools in a way that it's really all comes together, you know what I mean? Because sometimes you use the shadow, sometimes you use the emboss, the drop shadow effect, and you use it like a shadow, and that's great. But you can use it for, if you can use it for other kind of stuff and build something off of what that tool makes, then you go like, I've mastered Photoshop, you know what I mean? That's the crazy thing. Here is Dieterboy, the app. Yeah, I'm gonna use it later. I wanted to projects, design dojo. Let's make it a 12. Week 12, and let's just open Photoshop. But yeah, you know how it is, guys. And for this piece, I don't know what I want to do. Like, I'm literally gonna just actually the point of the piece was to be really loose about it, you know, really playful and really, how do you say, like, not so structured about it, right? The point was to play with the images that we got and see what we could make. So I literally don't know what is gonna come out of this. Usually when I do the pieces for the design dojo, I have some sort of something, at least an idea of what I want to do, or I can see it somewhat in my head, but this time, like, nothing. I've got nothing. So we'll see. These are the images that we had. This is the images that we had. So let's put them here and let's make a piece. And I always tell you this, but I got really accustomed to working really big in case I need to maybe do a print of this or whatever it is. So I guess it's smart to do this. And I want to keep the ratio, so I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna start with that file size, and then I'll enlarge it like this, you know. That's not so bigger, so much, not so big. Yeah, because I'm doing it this way because I want to keep the ratio. I don't want to do the math. That's all right. Yeah, this is the critical part. Like, everybody kind of struggles the most when we have the good old blank canvas, you know what I mean? The good old black canvas. And the thing with the black canvas is that every piece of art, it's contained in this black canvas. Like, you could make anything out of this, right? So the process of making a piece of art, in my opinion, or a piece of design or whatever it is just start to trim down the possibilities. You know what I mean? Just get the ball moving forward, you know? Like, the first few strokes you make in any art piece could fit any art piece, right? But the last one you make only fits that one specifically that you make. So really, when you're trying to make stuff, it's really a matter of, like, trimming the possibilities of the different works you could make, and you increase the specificity while the more you work at it, right? So the best way to get out of this blank canvas phase, when you are just winging it, right? You're just trying to be expressive. You're just trying to vomit something, right? And start playing with something. The best thing that you can do is just make the canvas stop being white, right? Out of this image, now our possibilities really narrow, you know what I mean? Now the piece is starting to come alive, and off of this, I'm gonna start building, you know what I mean? Off of this, the piece is gonna start asking me for stuff, and my imagination is gonna start going places. So that's a key advice, I feel, right? When we are facing the blank canvas and we don't know what to make, just drop something, like make a splash, make something, drop a word inside, right? And from there, you start to mold it, right? You start to carve it, you start to making it work or not work, then you scrap it. But I guess it's nice to look at it like that, right? When you have the blank canvas, that's what's paralyzing, right? All the possibilities. But now that I placed this image, now the possibilities are not that daunting, you know what I mean? Like, from here we can start playing. I want to see what happens if I. And now I just want to keep it to compositions, you know what I mean? Maybe like that. And let's see what happens if I try to. I'm gonna just select this. I'm gonna copy this that I selected. Right, looks fire. I wanna do filter. No, I'm gonna copy this. Get rid of the selection, get rid of this. Solid color, black, enter here. Put this as a mask, invert it. So I get this and I can change the color or whatever it is. But let's keep working with black. And you can see it's almost like an eye. It looks like an eye, you know? It looks like an eye. I was listening to some architecture TED Talks, or I follow this architect that's called Ter. She's from Spain. Her content is in Spanish, but she's really crazy. Like sometimes when you get like a super crazy terrain, it has like a massive drop on. It has something really characteristic that's a hindrance for the project. That then it becomes a feature of the project, not the fact that you have to build an hotel on a precipice. That's not the problem. That's the feature of the building. You know what I mean? So I guess for design, it's the same, right? Or we are limited to just using like images of this bottle opener that I took the images from, right? Now it's become a feature of the piece that it's made all from these kinds of images, right? From this restriction, it comes our ability to create new stuff. So now this, I'm gonna do filter, blur, box blur. Let's go, box blur. Filter, pixelate, mosaic, filter, blur, Gaussian blur again. And now I'm gonna adjust a curves. And I think I told you this trick before. I just wanna create a shape. It needs to be more blurred. Filter, blur, Gaussian blur, more blur, more blur. I think it needs more blur. Let's see now. Yeah, I wanted to create something like this. Right, and now we can pick another part of this image. Let's say this. Ooh, this part. Let's go. And now we bring it, select, and again. That's great. So you see what we're doing? We're just like grabbing shapes from here, right? And now I'm gonna use a palette that I saw on an Instagram piece, and I'm just gonna try to use those colors. It was like a pink, something like that, right? And now we are gonna, you see, now the piece it's pretty. The course for the poster, the piece that we are making, it's already set, you know? Like the piece we can make out of here, it's a completely different beast, you know what I mean? Like now we're just in play mode, you know? This is fun part. And the key to get out of that phase is just starting. Just if the point, again, I'm not just saying like sprint through the first part and do whatever. It's just when you're trying to play and do something that you're not really sure what you want to do, you just want to do something, then I guess this is a nice way. This looks almost like a letter. You see this, guys? It looks like a 3. This looks like a 3. And there it looks like an A. Like an E, sorry. Like an E. Let's see if we can get more like, how do you say? Like symbols from here. You know? What happens if I select here, here, here? Oh. Look at this, guys. Like, what is this even? You know? Like, oh my gosh. Like, look at this. Like, we grab this, right? We're gonna make a new file. Let's make it that. Let's put this here. And to this, let's do filter, blur, Gaussian blur, just a little bit, like a 1. And let's do filter, pixelate, crystallize, and let's do a 3. Let's merge this, merge layer. It has a bit of crystallize, you see. And what happens if we do blur, Gaussian blur, a little bit more, maybe 2. And now we do filter, pixelate, crystallize, and let's do a 3. No, 2. Oh, 3 is the minimum you can do. Okay, now image adjustment levels. I went back like 2 steps. I want to just play with this like that. Ooh. This I like. No, but the other way, like this. There. Another solid color. Make it black. Put it like this, and let's clip it to this shape. And we had the other shape here, right? Like that. Oh, this I wanted to blur, Gaussian blur again. I'm just trying to add texture to this because I want to make like a, you see there with the noise, and now we bring it back with the levels. There, you see that? There, like that. And now this, we can go edit, define brush preset, sample brush, whatever. And there we have it. Just like that, we just made a brush. Right, so Here we have 2 letters. Or this is a letter, I don't know what this is. Oh, how it combines like there. Then if I bring another one. Where is my main one? Ah, this one. I can bring another, and I bring it like here. Right, and you can see how I'm making everything with images that we got out of this, you know. So this all came from that selection, like alone. Let's see if we can find more within the piece. I actually didn't like this, but it's okay. This we can maybe move here. Like that. And you can see how these are all pieces that we did from other exercises, right? Like the compositional exercises we did, the first ones of the year. We created this really, I don't know how to call this. It's like a neo-syllogism, neo-sigilism. You know those, the tats, it looks crazy. Right, and then maybe, I don't know, let's bring another image. Oh, this one. And this one I guess we can do. Let's try giving a gradient map to this. And let's clip the gradient map. And to the main image, let's see if we can play with the blending modes. Let's give this something a bit more. Something like this. Right, we can also grab our curves. And just start meshing and mashing like different effects. And when you start to get sort of the idea and what each effect does, you can sort of start to not predict, but to sort of get an idea of what tools, right, and what like procedures go well with each other. I'm really liking this so far. I want to resolve this part here. But I think this that we made is pretty interesting. Like this part here, I don't know. I want to see what happens if I bring everything. Let's merge this and let's create a new solid color layer. Let's make it like red because I want to see something. And now this one, let's gonna filter blur. I want to create like some sort of like lip like that goes around the entire shape, but for that I need to make a blur, like make it pretty blurry, and then into the mask mode I'll go into adjustment levels and I need to bring it all the way to here, you know, and that way I create like a lip that goes outside the figure. You see, if I bring it all the way to the back, you get that effect, you know. So I can now paint it, let's say, white. Let's put everything on top of this. I put it white, and then on this one I do a stroke. Or another glow. Another glow, I like it more. And then the other glow, you see? Boom. And that, I give it a bit more size, with a bit more noise, like that. Maybe a bit less spread, or more spread. Like that, like that. Less noise. Or let's put it. You see? But it's a bit raggedy. It's a bit like ragged. Like I don't like that as much. So to fix that, we're gonna give it another blur. Another Gaussian blur. Maybe not so much. And each time you do a blur, like the contour like evens itself. And it makes it more even, you know? So now I bring it again, like I mush it together with the levels, and you see each time I do it, it gets like a bit more smooth, you know? You see, and this is interesting. Like this that we made here, it's pretty interesting. Like, don't let me lie, guys. Like, look at that, like sort of sticker. Like this sticker is crazy, you know what I mean? Am I tripping, chat? Let me know. And for this piece, like I know that I said that you could use words for this, but I want to keep it like without words, you know? I want to make it like really, really out there, really something, you know? And maybe we can put this here, and then let's change the color of the background. Let's make it, if we make it that color, no. Let's make it this color, you know what I mean? Like the one that I use. There is a bunch of people that use this color, I don't know, but I really like it. Right? Now we have a piece. Like I really like this piece as it is right now, but we need to keep working at it for sure, that's for sure, but this is not nothing, you know? It's not nothing, that's for sure. Oh my god. Let me know if you have any question, guys, you would like me to go over any step or whatever. But yeah, we're making something. And you wouldn't guess that these shapes came from that, you know? Like, what is this? Like, this looks crazy. This looks crazy, chat. And you know, let's see if I take this out. Actually, with less is more, you know what they say? Less is more. Less is more sometimes. But let's just keep pushing. Let me grab this. Let's see what happens if I just bring it in and play with the different... Okay. There. Yeah, here guys, we're just trying to make like an interesting composition, but using the complexity of having to use like those abstract images we took from the object from last assignment, you know. Here, and we are not trying to make like a concept or anything. Like, I'm sure this piece evokes some feeling, right? I'm not trying to make it intentional. I'm just trying to make something that's interesting, that works, you know. What happens if I clip it, put it here, put it here. I'm gonna unsaturate it. I'm gonna set it to multiply, and I'm gonna play with the curves. Oh, there. We got a winner. We got a winner, guys. That's it. That's it. That's it. And then we're gonna grab this image that we did, and what can we do with this? What can we do with this? I don't know. Let's drop it here. I don't know. Let's ditch it. I don't like that one. I think it functions far better with this, right? So here we have some. Now, what we need to do is, let's see. That's fire. Let's grab this. Let's see if we select stuff. Actually, let's select through the color range, and let's pick this sort of reddish color that we have here. What happened? Select color range. Well, I'm not seeing the... This is not the... Were there changes to the color picker in this tool? It was the color range. I don't know why it's not showing me the... Oh, this stroke that we got here, I like that. I'm gonna get rid of this, and I'm gonna keep this stroke. This stroke I like. I don't know where should it go. Like, we have like this kind of nice composition going on here. We have the big in the back, then this contrast is pretty interesting. That creates some tension on the part here, on this bottom section. And then this overlapping, like, this is nice because we have this really nice contrast between these really boxy shapes, and then we have like this really crazy, like super organic, whatever this is thing here. And then we bring a stroke up here, and I think it looks cool. No, I think it looked better here. It looks like a brush stroke from Chinese ink, you know, something like that. Another here. I'm just rotating, duplicating, see what comes out. Let's merge everything together. Let's grab this. Let's play my action, this one. White. Oh, let's see if this color, if I use this color. Actually, the white is kind of fire. Actually, this works, guys. It's a pretty interesting piece. Where is this thing that I was using? This. I want it to be more like this diagonal you see here. This diagonal. I want to see what happens if I turn this. No, this works better. Yeah, now let's grab. Ooh, this one has a nice. If I select the sky, it's gonna select the part on the back. Oh, it almost kind of did. No, but let's select subject. It did good. And this here. What do you think about the balance of the piece, guys? I think it has this nice triangle here, like boom, boom, boom. Let me draw it. Let me get rid of this. Let me draw this. I think the piece has like a really nice like boom here. Oh, there. It has like a really nice boom, boom, boom. Right, like this is really powerful, I feel. And then like we have this, like this became center part because of the contrast, and like we have this big box here, but like having this here, all of this reads like empty space, right? And then becomes like this, and then we have like this other element here, right? But this becomes like the main elements. How you doing? You know what I mean, guys? Like we have this one's here that became actually the main part of the piece. And then we have this blue one, this the secondary that became like empty space because of the contrast. And then we have this here, this triangle here. I think it's really strong, and then here, but I don't know if it's missing something here for balance, because we have the other. What's good, my guy? So glad you like them. Yeah, I'm working with an editor because of the trying to re-upload them like shorter format, but the ones I want to look at it like live, it's also good. Let me know, guys, if you have any question that you would like me to answer or whatever it is, we can just do it. Yeah, I'm just trying to take a look at the composition, like seeing the how to say, like the main shapes, because this is gonna be the center part of this piece. You know what I mean? We're just having fun. I really like how the piece looks now. I think it's really different to what I usually do, and I like that. Like a Z. And how's the Z? Like this? Like your eyes. Yeah, that could be. The triangle is more powerful. If I do this, it changes a lot. And what happens if I change this picture? Let's grab this one and put it, clipping mask here. And now I use this shape to conduct the line, you know? What's good, my guy? Yuengu, hello, anybody there? Yeah, we're here. We're here, my guy. How you doing? Before, Agustina, Olis, ¿cómo va? Bro, haces unos diseños muy funcionales a la vista, te sigo apenas y realmente tu contenido es entretenido y educativo. Gracias por ayudarme igual. No problem, my guy. Yo, from all the people here, like everybody here knows like the Design Dojo and the Discord channel and maybe are participating or just shining out of the blue from YouTube. Also, that's other thing that I'm just realizing is that like we already have a circle here. Like the circle, it's a shape that really commands your attention, right? So having this circle here, the one on the back, it really clashes with the other one that we placed here. You know what I mean? So I guess it's smart. I guess it's smart to have this shape better. It's not that it's smart, it's not better or worse. I can move this here and I will reinforce the circle, you know? But now it kind of throws off everything that we've been doing, you know? Like it changes everything. Like I can get rid of this. I can get rid of this and then I put this here. And it's a completely different thing, you know? And then I can move this, like, I don't know. I can do... Then I can do this probably. Nah, but it was working better before. It was far more dynamic. Yeah, this is better, and it's actually like kind of whimsical, kind of weird, which I liked. How do you feel better, guys? Like here or here? Like my guy says, what are you doing now? This is week 12 from the Design Dojo, right? Last week we had to take pictures from a random object. I picked like a bottle opener. So these are all pictures from a bottle opener. And I did everything that you see here. I took out from these pictures, like this, like sigils here. I grabbed them by selecting, like, I don't know, like I just selected that. And for example, that, oh, here we have another. Right, from all these shapes, I got these like nice sigils. Like look at that, we select that and create a solid color layer, color black. And you see in there we created like this shape that looks kind of weird, you know what I mean? I'm gonna put it like so. Yeah, no, but I guess like that was working. Top right. What did the others guys think? Top right, top left. I think top left. I liked like how it like flowed from the top left. Like here we have a triangle, like a nice triangle. Oh, there. But you see, guys, like what we were saying at the beginning, like we started like putting stuff and then it becomes like a puzzle. There is a point in which the piece becomes a puzzle. Like it's not longer a matter of what am I going to do and becomes a matter of what am I going to do with this, you know? Like the piece is here and now it's a matter of like seeing it through, I guess. We can do like the good old, you know? You already know what I'm going to do. We can do this. And this is hard, you know, because it has character, right? It makes it like really easy to read, but it's cheating, you know? It's cheating. One that I really like to do now, I like to make an organic noise. And this one, let's make it larger. Copy, have it like that. Reduce the fill. Grab a posterize effect. Make it 5 levels. Like that. This needs to be larger. So we can see the pores there. Now we grab filter, blur, Gaussian blur, give it 1. Just so the noise is not that aggressive. And play with the levels. Maybe we make it a 5. Right. Maybe like that. And now on top of this, we bring a grid map. Light and color. Gradient maps are so goated. I like that it gives it like much more contrast, right? I'm gonna just bring the texture just to see it. Just to see it like a bit more finished, but now it's occur. Let's lock this. Oh, this one is good. Look at this texture, guys. I'm gonna grab everything, merge visible. I'm gonna copy this, go back, get rid of the threshold, bring this that I copied, get rid of the posterize also, so we're back to the original piece. And into this, let's grab a duplicated filter, blur, Gaussian blur. Let's give it a 5. Let's set it to multiply. Let's set the fill around that. It's so we get like a nice like bleed, you see? It's like a subtle bleed that we get. right? And then this, we're gonna put it in a group, and the group, we're gonna merge it. We're gonna see what happens if we... The soft light. This is the soft light I like. Let's bring down the fill a bit. Like that, and you can see like the points, how they mix with the colors. You see them there? It's really subtle, but I think it's really nice. Now the problem with that is that we baked it into the lighting. So if we want to change that, we need to go all the way back. I was just trying the effect. Shit. But okay, we can do that. Yeah, I don't know. I guess this is kind of done. I'm not gonna lie. Actually, let's go back to these images. Oh, this is my dog, sorry. We were playing with this. Clip it. What? What have I done? What is this? I like this. Oh, the gradient map accidentally triggered. Oh, but wait, we can make this. Like, the fuck. Like that. And then, what happens if I bring this more here? Like that. And then this, let's make it. Oof. This is it, guys. And I know what I want to do now. Let's grab the Eater Boy. This is a plugin by Studio AAA. Actually, let's grab this one. And let's... It has a bunch of dithering algorithms. Oh, I like this blur. Oh, this is the... It has like a bunch of dithering algorithms. Yeah, this works. I wanna get more variation in the export. Let's set it on the desktop. Here it is. Let's bring it in. And now to this, let's select everything. Make a pattern, make it white. Go into the mask, paste. And we have like this really nice like dithering. Oh, I needed to be the other way around. Fuck. Like that. There, guys, right? I think it works. I really like it. There it works a bit better, I feel. And let me grab this, and where is the dithering that I just did here? Let me grab this to there, guys. I think it works. Yeah. I like this. I think I really like this. Now let's do, I don't know if we want to do the stippling, that effect again. I think I want to just make a, what is this layer? Let's grab everything. Duplicate it, merge it, set it to multiply. Ooh, that really looks fire. Filter, blur, Gaussian blur. That gives it a nice bleed. You see? Yeah, guys, like I'm telling you, I'm just doing whatever, you know? I'm guided by my intuition alone. Nah, but I'm playing, you know? But this is what I'm saying. Like, go back to the previous exercises that we did. Take a look at what I just did here. Like, I was doing whatever, you know. It's all like putting things intentionally, right? Let each piece of the piece have its space, you know. And one thing that I guess it's really important is design. It's make things intentional. If you're gonna put something somewhere, just put it there. You know what I mean? Like, don't half-ass it. Like, for example, this piece, this part here, right? Like, half-assing it would be like doing something like this, you know, like you put it here, not really sure why, right? You just whatever, right? And that can work sometimes, but it's far easier if you give it a place. Not in the sense that it has to fit in, you know, but when you look at all of the pieces, all of the parts of the poster, like there are hierarchies, right? And you position it in a way that it's maybe overlaying something or it's increasing the contrast of something, right? If I take this out, it's still interesting, but by placing it here, it becomes, for example, it becomes like an increment of this like orange square, right? And it becomes like, it's like rhythmic, right? We have the big square at the bottom, then we have the other that's kind of a quarter, right, or a sixth, and then we have one that's kind of a fourth of by four of this one. It becomes like modular, you know. It's not like I want to make this bigger than the orange one, but I go like this. No, if you want to make it bigger, like make it bigger, like make it clearly bigger, right? If things are gonna fit in the design and are gonna fit like pretty neat, make them fit neat, you know? Like make things seem intentional, right? That it's not by mistake that things are placed in the canvas, right? If this graphic that I put here, it's gonna overlap everything, we don't put it here like shy, like just over one thing. Now we put it entire in the middle, like covering the entire thing. It's going over all of the squares that we did, all of that segments and hierarchies that we did. Well, this shape, it's breaking that entire flow. If I take that out, it becomes an entirely different piece, right? It's much more static. It's much more compartmentalized, right? And it's nice, right? We have this here also. And it's nice. This is a really tidy, little cute piece. It's nice. I would hang this on a wall, right? We would do this. But then we start to add things that contrast, not just in the positioning, but in shape, in philosophy, right? This shape, right? I think it only works because we took it from inside those pictures. So it has some language that I cannot put a finger on it and tell you this is why it works. It just works, right? But it's because it came out of these images, right? So I guess this is a degree of experimentation that I think is really good. I was really afraid, guys, of doing this piece because I really didn't know what we were going to do, right? But going back to this idea of we have the piece developed its own language, right? Maybe we're working with really squared, really compartmentalized hierarchies, right? And our boxes and our grid, and then we bring something to break it. We break it once, right? But it's still pretty neat. So we have another one. So we have these two, right? These two elements are working off each other in sort of an overlay that breaks all the order that we have behind it, right? The piece could be orderly on its own. Could be like this. There's nothing wrong with this, right? Maybe it's like this, and this comes a bit over here, so it fills the space a bit better, right? Boom, and maybe we grab, I don't know, this here because I'm feeling like it's lacking some space here, right? This could also be the piece and it would be good. It's timid, It's a bit lazy, but works. The composition sort of works. But then we make it really crazy and we make it really something different, right? Then we bring this effect. Oh, I moved everything. Oh, but I like it more now, I guess. Right? I like it more now. What do you think, chat? But let me know if what I'm saying makes sense. And because sometimes it's really like abstract and I'm not really sure if it comes through. That's why the exercises, you need to do it to really feel it, what I'm trying to say. Right? Once you do this a lot, the language and the way you compose it becomes a lot more intuitive to you, and you get your own like feeling of how you do it, right? Because this is really nice, this is beautiful, this is really fun, but sometimes, for example, it's really hard to sell this to a client. You know what I mean? That is when like they need to trust your vision, they need to trust the impact you can make with your work, right? And to create stuff like this for your own work, you just need to be out there, right? And trust what you're doing, and just put the elements in the way you think they're gonna make something happen, right? Also, like another thing, we have like this really nice fine puntigism style. Then we have the dithering, right? Then we have this kind of threshold here. So, and this brush stroke, like everything clashes. But I think the palette brings it all together, right? It's really harmonious, the palette. If we make the palette another, you see, if I take this out and I break this contrast on the back, it doesn't work. Now suddenly it works because we get the order from breathing this big square at the back. This works, but I like this one better. You know? That feels a bit shy. You know what I mean? If I put it just to the edge, like, but not really touching the edge, like, what is that? It's gonna be blown out, like outside the piece, or it's gonna be inside, like we're doing now. You know, it's gonna have that little space, or it's not gonna have it. Like, this is too much of a, when you put it like timidly, like lazy, not lazy, but like shy, you know, like it's just shy from the border. Maybe if I bring it here so it's yeah, but it doesn't work. It's better when it is like that, I feel. So yeah, we're gonna do again the thing that we did here. Duplicate, rasterize, merge, set it to multiply, filter, blur, Gaussian blur, like that. And now adjustment curves, and now we play with the curves. Let's zoom in so we see you see that we have that nice like bleed. I don't want to lose the bleed like that, but then we bring the highlights. No, I think that I distressed it too much. Filter, blur, Gaussian blur, less. Let's make it 10. 10. Like that. there, and let's set the fill to 40%, 50%. Yo, World Media Flies. What up, my guy? What's good, bro? How you doing, my guy? And there we have it, my guys. That, you know, to finish it, we lock in the values with something like this. Give it a bit more punch, a bit more oomph, a bit more contrast. And then I like to contaminate the colors just a little bit. Lift the greens just a tad, so the black is not black 100%. So we taint it with a little bit of green, you know, like this. And then the reds, we do the same to the reds. We add like a little bit of halation. If we bring the highlights down, it also works. It gives it that a much more elegant feel, like much more controlled, you know what I mean? Like we are not just putting any color, you know, it's like a real like interesting palette that we get. Like this subtle change in value that you can just sort of read it. That's a bit more like advanced, I feel, but this feels a bit more like tasteful, you know what I mean? When you get, like, the piece is perfectly exposed, you can see all the values. Nothing it's really overblown. That works. There we have it, guys. We didn't use any words, any nothing, right? I'm gonna put a word. No, I'm not gonna put no words. No words in this poster. No words. There you have it, my guys. Do you like it? I hadn't saved. Fuck. Oh shit. I hate it. If I lost this piece, I would be mad. Design Syndrome projects and Design Dojo week 12 piece. Now I regret something about this piece is that I did it in the Instagram format. I should have done this piece in a poster format. You know, it's a bit longer because this piece is crazy to print, to make prints. I want to fuck. Let's see if we can adapt it. Let's see if we can adapt the piece. Let's just get rid of this. And week 12, I'm an idiot. No, I would have killed myself if I lost the piece. And let's see if we can make it like a poster format, you know what I mean? And to do that, what we need to do is go to crop. And the ratio, it's 5:7. This is the poster ratio. So, okay, now we could entirely break the composition. This could make any sense. But let's see, if we bring this here, it already looks wonky. If I do like this, I have to bring this one a lot. Okay, this two needs to come more here. But you see how it's not easy. It's not easy. Now the contrast of the piece, it's not the same. It's not the same. See, if I bring it like that, it's not the same, not the same. You know why is that? Because this module, this dithering module, it's in a different format. It should be like the same format of the image of this picture, and to do that I need to trim it a little bit. So, but since these are like squares, I can just put it here just for measure, and when it fits there, boom, that's the measure. So I'm gonna rasterize this, create a smart object, Control A, Control C, Control Shift B, so it pastes in place. And now I have a module that's the same format. You know what I mean? So now I can grab this, put it like so. Right. And now these two, I need to shrink it so it matches. You see, guys, now how it works a lot better. That is why I say sometimes these pieces that are a bit more complicated, more complex. Not this piece, every piece really. There is a point in which it becomes like a puzzle that you need to figure out. There. And now we're gonna grab this again, duplicate, merge layers, multiply, filter, blur, Gaussian blur, 10, like that. And this one, set it to 50, we had done. And there it is. There it is. Which one do you like the most? Which one do you like the most? Let me grab this one here. There. Which format? Which one do you like most? You see, it seems like a small difference, but it changes. It changes a lot. Like you change the format and it changes. Yeah, it changes a lot. I like this one a lot more. I like this one a lot more, like the one on the right. How do you feel about it? Kind of crazy, right? But yeah, there we have it. Yeah, I guess this one is better because everything fits its place a lot more. Right? But then if you can go back, watch the stream again, because the way I did all of these graphics, it's kind of crazy. I really liked making this piece. So yeah. So yeah, my guys. Do you have any question? If you have any question or something that you would like to talk about, I'm down. If not, I'm gonna be closing the stream. Oh, let me show you guys like the... Wait, let me save this first. Yo, Jack, I showed the people like your plugin. No, I asked if people wanted to talk about some stuff, because we did this piece live. I don't know if you can see it. We did this live, like just out of pictures, like random pictures I took from like these are the pictures that we used. Like these are pictures that I took from a bottle opener, and the goal was for those pictures, like to abstract the object, to lose the object and get to some abstract images. Yeah. And I used Dieter Boy for this. I showed the guys like the plugin. Yeah. But the piece turned out really great. I really like it. It's really weird. Yeah. Both really cool, but I like most the condensed one. Yeah, it's what I'm saying, because we designed it for this format. So when we use the other one, it's not the same. Yeah. Yeah, it's not the same. Also cool, man. Thank you for mentioning it. 2 a.m. there. Go to sleep, Jack. Oh my God. Let's go. Thank you, man. Thank you for stopping by. Appreciate it. But yeah, guys, here we have both. First, I sell prints of mine in this in a print shop in my country, but they do like premium canvas stuff that they print on a canvas that looks like it was painted. It's crazy. And they sell some of my pieces, and I wanted to upload new ones, but the ones that they sell are nice from my pieces, but they weren't designed to be like printed really big, you know what I mean? And I wanted to design some sort of pieces that were designed to be printed really big and being on a frame and being in some large prints, you know. And it's kind of different, the language that you need to use when you're trying to design something that's gonna live in someone's apartment, you know what I mean? It needs to be loud, but at the same time, kind of understated, you know what I mean? It's kind of hard to balance. But these pieces I really like. This I would frame. But yeah, I'll put this piece on the Discord. On the Patreon for the ones who want to download it. And yeah, that was it, my guys. If you have any question, you would like to talk about something, let me know. If not, I'll end the stream. I want to go play rematch. Game just came out. Oh, my neck. But yeah, my guys, hope you learned something, right? Experimenting a bit and trying a bit something out of the ordinary. Please try this exercise. It's really nice. Like, watch again the stream, see the methods that I used to literally invent assets. You know what I mean? To invent the parts of the piece that we used. Get loose with it, right? Start with your piece. The sooner you get out of the blank canvas phase, then the better, you know. And yeah, have fun with it, my guys. This is the best part of being an artist, like making the stuff, right? Sometimes we get so caught up in wanting to be finished that like we forgo the main issue, right? The main part about being an artist, being a designer, is being sitting down here, making that right? Living that life of struggle with the work, right? That's the work that we need to do to improve, to get better, and just to experience that life, right, of being an artist. So wish you good luck in the path, and see you on the next one, my guys. You already know how it is. Fuck peace. Wish you conflict. See you in the next one, ninjas. Bye.